Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Barely Bookish podcast. Today, we're continuing on with the Vampire Lestat, which I know it's called the Vampire Lestat, but because there's also the Prince Lestat much later, my brain's like, is it the Prince? What are we reading?
It
Who are
is
we
not.
talking about?
It
Is
is
it
not.
Lestat's going to Atlantis, or?
Lestat and Milo Thatch make friends.
Yep.
That's all anyone needs to know.
As you already heard, Candace is back.
Hello, everyone. I'm here. We're hanging in there for some hot vampire action.
Honestly, people are loving it. These are our best performing episodes.
I'm glad that people are loving it because I'm loving talking about it. It's really great. These are books I haven't read in over 20 years. So this energy is good. And I'm really glad people are liking it because, like, honestly, it has been such a wild time. Reading this again, like, has been so, because the first time I read it just on my own, just like as a wee lad. But now I'm like able to talk to someone about it, and I'm talking to you specifically about it, and I feel like I'm getting so much more out of it this time.
I think honestly what I might do someday soon is do the entire like time not timeline, but like the how to read the Vampire Chronicles books,
Mm-hmm.
because there's like I know I'm gonna have to do some research. I'm gonna make a whole little printable for all of us and all of the lovely listeners. Maybe that'll be out by the time this episode's out. Probably not, but maybe we can dream, we can hope, we can pray. I just think that would be a nice guide for myself and I and maybe everybody else, because apparently we're becoming a Vampire Chronicles podcast. I'm gonna kidnap Candace. So chapter 12 of part 2. So he's sneaking into the backstage, even though he's like, I'm never going to the theater. It's never going to happen.
Never. No one can pay me to get to the theater, but I love being in the theater.
Yeah. Cut to he's like jerking on the door. And he's like, anyways. I don't know who said that. It wasn't me, obviously. Anyways, let's go to the theater.
He's such a problem.
Obsessed. So he's like, okay, everybody, you have to turn off all of the candles. I have very sensitive eyes.
Ridiculous. And all of them are like, we're not even going to ask you not even one single question about it, because obviously that's diva behavior and game recognized game. So go off, babe. Go off, queen.
Truly.
I get it. You need light. You need low light for your peepers, for your delicate, beautiful eyes. They're so crystalline. We understand. Like, people are thrilled to do whatever he wants them to do.
Obsessed. So Nikki holds him and they look into each other's eyes, and Lestat's like, oh my god, I'm gonna eat Nikki.
Yep. Immediately just makes the decision. Oh, side note, there is a little Easter egg in this chapter. I can't remember what particular scene it is in, but I believe Lestat is wearing a rocle, I think is how you pronounce it. But it's a piece of clothing that is actually Anne Rice's pseudonym, A.N. Rocle, who did I feel like that's who The Curse of Sleeping Beauty is under.
Oh.
I think her erotica is under that name.
Oh.
She like puts it in here, and I'm like, that's a self-referential Easter egg, Anne Rice. I see you, girl, 40 years ago. I'm checking you out.
Anne Rice is that bitch, for sure. Love that.
She's like, who's going to stop me?
I didn't know she wrote erotica. That makes so much sense, but I didn't know that.
She doesn't just write erotica, friend. She writes kinky ass erotica. Her shit is like what's funny is I feel like by today's standards with the Omegaverse and stuff, and like how like wild fanfic gets, right? Like fic just like goes off sometimes. Like content wise, I feel like if you read her stuff now, it would still be spicy, but it like wouldn't be as shocking if you've done any fucking clicking on AO3 in your life. You've probably seen something 1,000 times worse than this by accident. Looking for something that was not it. So, yeah, her erotica is still very spicy, very heavy kink focus, very heavy.
Icon.
Like, definitely read your content warnings first if you are listening to this podcast and you're like, I wonder what kind of crazy shit Anne Rice likes to write. I wonder what kind of wonderful, kinky, twisted, lovely, dark, weirdo shit she's into. Go exploring and enjoy yourself, but also enjoy it responsibly. Check your copy. Okay? Check it.
Love that.
No matter how you're reading, go online, find a website, and Common Sense Media, I don't know. Whoever's not a religious trigger warning website. Find them and check it out. Because I didn't have any trigger warnings or content warnings when I read her stuff, and it like
Mhm.
burned my eyebrows off. I think I was like 15, and I had just found out that she had a pseudonym, and I was like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna find it at Barnes and Noble. And then I like
Mhm.
it's still very much like novels, like it's set up like a novel.
Yeah.
So as you read it, you're kind of going on and on and on, and then bam, something crazy's happening. You're like, uh, wow, okay, that that really wasn't what I was coming here for, but okay.
Whenever we do a Patreon episode, it'll just be us like recapping the entire book. Like
Yes.
we can do a Patreon episode on it or something.
Yeah, let us know, listeners, if that'd be something you're interested in. Do you want to hear
Yeah.
us talk about this spicy ass book? Because again, I was like, as a kid, I was like, oh my god. And I had snuck in and read a lot of erotica at that point.
Mhm.
Um, America's Best Erotica used to be like an anthology series that they would come out with every year.
Mhm.
And then they used to have like a spicy like vampire anthology that would come out every year that was
Ooh.
edited by Poppy Z. Bright.
Yeah.
Shout out to my millennials and my Gen Xers that remember Poppy Z. Bright. But yeah, those were tame compared to this. I was like, I gotta put this away. I can't be caught reading this. Someone's gonna catch me reading this. It doesn't have a naked person on the cover like all these other books I'm about to read. But
Mhm.
for some reason, this one feels worse. Like if somebody caught me reading this, I'd be in so much more trouble. So I'm gonna put this down.
And you know it's gonna be like we're gonna revisit it and we're gonna be like, actually, this is pretty tame by
Yeah.
today's standards. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yes.
it's like always you always hype it up in your brain where you're like, that was the filthiest shit I've ever read. Then you're like picking up and you're like, they held hands?
I'm
Okay.
confused. Yeah. So I'm very interested to see if it holds up. Um, but again, if you choose to go on that journey, just please, please, please look at your trigger warnings and content warnings because I can't guarantee your safety.
Which is honestly what you should do with every book that you read, honestly. At least
Agree.
now they publish from page one usually.
Agree. I feel like there is like a certain amount of like fear that people have these days of like looking things up or like they think it's inconvenient to like look things up, and that's why a lot of people are using chat gpt and like ai and stuff to do that. But like to me, that's replacing your brain. You've
Yeah.
got to look things up and make your own decisions about how things are and what your point of view is. Like that's so important. So I hope that like part of the reason that I think people are trying to like ban all of these books is because they know that if people get over that hump and they start revisiting the library again, that they'll find books that make you question the status quo and makes you
Mhm.
examine your experience and the experience of others and the contrast and similarities there in a way that unites us rather than divides us. And that's why people are being weird about education and are being weird about controlling like knowledge through literacy and access, because like that's what they want to do. They want to like make sure that we can't save each other. And like that sucks.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Hate that. I don't have a good transition for this.
Sorry. I got real serious, guys. I didn't mean to
I
get so
know.
serious.
It's like
Uh,
we were serious before this recording, so then it just
it came
dribbled.
back in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It
guys.
Listen, it's the hard truths. It is the hard truths people need to hear.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. That's
So I can spin it back around because we got here because of Anne Rockla.
Mhm.
Rockler? Rockla? I don't know. Something. If you speak French, please let us know in the comments how you pronounce this.
Mhm.
But I think like in this scene, I feel like she is reaping what she has sown with Interview with the Vampire in his
Mhm.
behavior. Like I feel like this whole time we've been seeing like where Lestat was, and I feel like this is
Mhm.
the first time we see where Lestat is going to get to the person that we know in the first book.
Mhm.
This scene.
Mhm. Yeah, he absolutely wants to drink Nikki dry and keeps seeing his death, which is a fun feeling.
Yeah.
And then Nikki meets his eyes and they're full of accusations and despair. And I'm like, no, that's your husband. Stop.
accusations and despair. I'm like, yo,
Mhm.
I've never heard such a fucking emo ass line
Literally
in a
though.
book like this. Never in my life. So emo. Alas. I'm like, oh my god, get it together, Lestat.
So Lestat tries to get away from him, and Nikki comes up begging him to say where he's been and what happened to him. And Lestat, full crash out, ends up on stage because he's like realizing that he's like, if I stay in this conversation, like I'm gonna drink my boyfriend dry, and
Yep.
like I need to do something.
Meanwhile, he's like surrounded by people. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
surrounded by people. People are so happy to see him. Like the two ladies that were with Nikki the night before immediately
Mm-hmm.
rush up to him. They're all kissing his ass. They're all like kissing the ring. They're like, "Oh my goodness." Like the owner, like Roger comes out and he's like, "Oh my god, our savior. This is the only
Mm-hmm.
reason our theater exists." Like people are just like fucking going to town on this guy. Like going to
Yeah.
town. And he's like, "I hate every single person in this room.
Mm-hmm.
I hate all
Mm-hmm.
of you so, 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 so much. The amount of hatred I have for you knows no bounds. And the only solace that he has is Nikki. And then like I'm watching this guy and I'm like, he's gonna ruin this.
Mm-hmm.
He ruins things. If this were with Louis right now, he would ruin the fuck out of this. He is so bad at not ruining things. He like gets
Mm-hmm.
his feelings and his whole worldview changes and he like feels like a prisoner in his own mind and then lashes out, right?
Yep.
Like that's how he is now, that's how he is then. And then like the next scene I feel like is just like it almost feels like it should be set to like a libretto or like an aria, right? Like the flower dance aria. If you've
Mm-hmm.
ever heard that, it feels like that should be playing in the background and all of this should be playing out in slow motion as you can
Yeah.
watch how fucking unhinged.
Mm-hmm. I love Lestat being unhinged. Like, would I ever want to be in the room? No.
No, as long
No.
as I'm not there, it's great.
Behind the protection of a like screen. Wonderful.
Oh my god. Yeah, I really, really like how he can't resist the stage. Like for
Mhm.
all of like the bullshit
Mhm.
between them and with all the bullshit like with himself, like I like that he still has this pull to get up there because he's like, this is my first love, right? This is the first thing I ever loved. This is the first time I ever felt like myself.
Mhm.
And he knows it would be effortless for him to play this beautiful young man now, but then gets up there and is like, actually, I'm a fiend. Does anyone else notice I'm a fiend? No one notices I'm a fiend? I guess I gotta do something about that.
Yeah.
Why?
Literally.
Why must you do something about that though? Why? Why can't you leave that alone? Like, sing
Such a
your
tiny
song
menace.
and go, right? Like, it could be
Yep.
that easy. No,
No.
no. Why make it easy?
Yeah, literally. And then someone throws an apple at him. He starts doing a bunch of acrobatics, jumps into the rafters, comes back down. The audience loses it. The musician know that there's no wire,
Hmm.
obviously, because they're
They're
like,
freaked the fuck out.
oh yeah. People in the audience start freaking out. Because obviously nobody can rationalize what he's doing. He's singing so loudly he starts bursting people's eardrums. People in the audience are screaming, hands over their ears. Like, this is like, imagine just blood pouring down the ears. Like, this dude's losing it. Curtains close. People are running for the streets. Two actors are holding Nikki back. He starts screaming, trying to get to Lestat. Lestat's like, okay, what's he's like finally like coming down a little bit from his like crash out,
Hmm.
looks to the boxes. There's a figure that never struggled and never moved.
Suspicious as fuck.
Suspicious as fuck. Apparently it's an old man. Lestat roars at him. He jumps from the stage into the old man's box. The dude pulls a gun on Lestat and shoots him.
And like people see this. People
Mm-hmm.
fully see him get shot.
Mm-hmm.
Out of control.
Out of control. So then the dude crumples when he realizes that shooting him did nothing. Which, like, do you think that this is early Talamasca? It's gotta be, right?
I do wonder That's exactly what I thought. Because I was
Mhm.
like, it's either that or it's like somebody who's like his dad, right? If we're gonna do like callbacks, his dad is a
Mhm.
guy that like faces down like scary stuff and doesn't move, but he also
Mhm.
like doesn't have like the gumption to like do anything about it, right? Like
Mhm.
he'll like talk a good game, but he won't actually like provide for his family, sort of thing. So the
Mhm.
energy I got was one of those two things, either early Talamasca and they're there monitoring and we're told not to engage, and then at the last minute he had to engage, or he's like this the symbol of like his dad
Yeah.
who is very like impassive. Like I feel like it's more likely that it's like a Talamasca nod, but like part of me did get that energy that like Lestat like wants to freak him out because he doesn't react. Like he's just
Mhm.
kind of there. But I do like the idea that it's a Talamasca agent and that's why they didn't react because they were expecting him.
Yeah. Like wax in the ears kind of vibe.
Mhm. Yeah.
Nikki runs up thinking this is Lestat's final moments, panicking. The wounds are already healed over. Nikki tries to grab onto Lestat, and then Lestat pushes him away and runs out the door. Like, imagine your ex rolling up to your job, causing the biggest scene in the world, getting shot, and then you're like, yeah, fuck you, bye.
Like without a word.
Without a word.
And like does Nikki, if I recall correctly, Nikki is one of the people who sees him get shot.
Yeah.
And he's just standing there looking at him like, okay. And Lestat's like, like
Yeah, literally.
shitty boy laugh. And like leaps away. And like even as
Hmm.
he's like out into the street, like even as he like leaves, like as he vacates the premises, I'm just like so impulsive.
Hmm.
Like so impulsive. That's the first thing he says to Louis when Louis takes Claudia. He like talks about how he couldn't control himself. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Pot? Why
Yeah.
are you talking to the kettle like that?
Literally.
Like
Crazy.
cannot bear to act with any semblance of sense. Cannot bear it. Too hard.
Literally.
And like you love him because he's so terrible, but you also hate him because he's so terrible.
Hmm. So Lestat says that this is all stage blood and it's drama of the grotesque, which is how we get what later becomes the Theatre de
Hmm.
Vampire.
Yes.
I tried to say it
Theatre
and
de
then I couldn't
Vampire.
commit to it.
You did great.
I tried. I tried and got nervous. Then Lestat gives Renard a shit ton of money so that he's distracted. And then he starts feeling the presence again of what we're assuming is teenage boy vampire that's just trying to figure out how it goes. And then Nikki is like super heartbroken, being like held back from the door, the screaming at him. So then Lestat says that he can tell that there's more than one of this creature that's been watching him.
Hmm.
So maybe our little teenage vampire has friends. And he starts chasing after him again. He's like, we have to speak. You have to speak to me.
Now that I've seen how horrible you've been,
Literally.
like I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything for us to talk about personally. I don't know.
There's also the part of me too where it's like, could you imagine turning into a creature, the only other creature you know of in existence being like burned alive in front of you when you're like 5 minutes into this thing, and you have to assume that there's nobody else that can teach you how to do this, how to like how can another vampire just be like, yeah, fuck you, figure it out? Like, I couldn't imagine just like not having the semblance of a community where it's like if someone's going through the same struggle as you, oh god, this is like a little too relating to right now.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, as
Yeah,
I'm talking I could
we were
hear it.
we were staring right into that skid.
Yep. Yep.
Oh no.
Oh no. Help your neighbor, be kind to your
That's all.
community, that's
That's
all.
all. Show up for people, guys.
Literally.
Hmm. Some people don't show up for other people because they don't know what it looks like. It's important to be the change you wish to see in the world in a very non-ironic manner.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just worried about this boy. I'm worried, I'm
Me
worried about
too.
this little vampire in the forest. He has a really shit fucking. And granted, he seems like he's been around
Mm-hmm.
longer than Lestat. So like
Mm-hmm.
maybe they'll actually be fine. But also Nobody needs this toxicity in their life. He is not ready. He is not house
Yeah.
trained. Okay, like he needs to go be on his own for a while before trying to make new friends.
Yeah, it's like adopting a puppy and then they just shit in your house. And you're like, oh, why'd you do that? So then he starts feeling that the other creatures are following him now, but they won't answer or speak to him. So he goes to the cathedral and waits. And then a beggar woman ends up finding him and tries to get him to go to the hospital. But instead, he ends up feeding on her and her small child. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Awful.
Because I don't think she actually did anything to him either. Like, she was
No,
literally just trying to get him to the hospital.
that's it. And she was like, he was like, this baby's gonna die anyway. This small child is done for. Okay, what is she gonna do? She's gonna be really sad after. I'm just gonna take care of it.
Fucking Lestat.
Horrible. Like
Horrible.
the hubris.
Menace to society, honestly.
Absolutely ridiculous.
He did decide that this was the last barrier to his humanity, and it has now been dissolved. And no one is safe, including his friends and Nikki. I'm like, you're so fucking dramatic, Lestat. So
Forever and
dramatic.
always.
At least he's consistent, I guess.
Like, but we've got so much more of this book left, and I'm like, so are you just gonna be like this the rest of the time? There's like 8 more books in this whole series. Are you just gonna be like this the rest of the time?
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, but that's why you're gonna keep reading. Because you like it when I'm
Literally.
like this. You love that I'm like this. You think it's great that I'm like this. And
Yep.
I'm like, ugh,
Shut up,
get
Lestat.
away.
Damn.
Lestat the Aries.
Same, King. Same.
Fucking Lestat, Aries, Sun, fucking, I don't know what, like a fucking Sagittarius moon.
I don't know my
And then
star
Leo
signs that well.
rising. But then also a Taurus somewhere in there. Just to make things difficult.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
It's a spite, is the Taurus.
Mm-hmm.
All I know about the sun, like the moon, star signs, that's the word I was looking for. Zodiac signs? That's better.
Yes.
Zodiac signs. Where did I get star sign? That's just one of the
It's
indicators,
also,
isn't it? Okay,
yeah.
okay. So the only thing I know is every single time I read an Aries one, I'm like, yeah, that's fucking right. That's accurate. Yep. Yeah, all right. And then I don't really know much else about anybody else. And apparently every time I say that, someone goes, yeah, that's very Aries of you. And I'm like, okay. Oh fuck. Okay. Then we're on to chapter 13. So
Stat wakes up
he
from his hangover.
wakes up from his hangover, goes to his fucking lawyer, and he's like, all right, get everybody from the theater and send them out of fucking Paris. I don't give a fuck where they go, but everybody saw me on the most embarrassing night of my fucking life and they need to be gone.
Banish them. I mean, and when I say banish, I mean like, tastefully relocate them to nice apartments
Mm-hmm.
in London. But also banish them. Whenever you find that someone knows way too much about you or you
Mm-hmm.
know way too much about them, it's like best we leave it here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just pretend we don't know each other at all. How about that? That's probably
Yep.
that's what's good. That's the good energy. Unless
Yep.
that's like, I'll do you one better. I'm not even gonna pretend that I see them. I'm not gonna risk it. Send them off. Okay? Send them away. Is anybody going to America? Send them to America. That's really
Yep.
far. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I won't be out there for some time. Like, they'll be dead by the time I get to America. So
Mm-hmm.
send them there.
Honestly, if I was filthy rich to the extent that Lestat is, I think I would do the same thing with my enemies.
Yeah.
Like, I don't,
Yeah. It's the
why,
nicest thing to do to your enemy.
yeah, I don't need you in my town.
No, get the fuck out and also have a nice life.
Yeah,
Genuinely. I mean that.
genuinely. By the time you are dead, maybe then I'll go to the town I sent you to. And,
That's it. That's not so long for me to wait, right? That's
yeah,
the nicest thing you could possibly do for somebody.
whatever is it? Casual 80 years? No problem.
Who cares?
I'll
Literally.
reorganize my, travel plans. I wasn't
Mhm.
planning to leave Paris for at least 100. Then I think people are going to start questioning me and, you know.
Yeah, like, trying to build your timeline around, like, where you're sending people. Well, I mean, I guess if he lives to, like, 110, that might be a little dicey, but what is he gonna do? He'll be basically a walking corpse anyway. You know what? Actually, let's time it so I get there when he's 90, because 'cause he'll definitely still be alive, probably out of spite, and then I can
Mhm.
prance over looking like this before he dies and watch the light fade from his eyes. Like, that's real Lestat shit.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
that's real Lestat shit. Like, can we time it? Let me ask you something, lawyer. Do you have a child that's gonna be taking this case over when you die? Don't ask me why.
Yeah,
I have interests.
literally.
That's why. I have interests. Don't worry about it.
Can you imagine like someone's like had the vampires on their like roster forever
Mhm.
and then their kid doesn't want to be a lawyer and you're like, listen,
You have to.
you have to like
You will be a lawyer by choice or you will be a lawyer by hypnotism. I can
yeah.
tell you which one is better. Don't do this to me, please.
Like the lawyer's like, okay, here's the thing. I don't care if one of your fucking best friends becomes a lawyer, and then I will convince Lestat de Court that he is my son. So figure out who's gonna be a lawyer, and they're gonna have a great, very cushy job, okay? Because Lestat does not want to change lawyers.
No.
So at this point, like I know that I've told you that this is our family's generation and we're all, this has gone through the family. All right, we've subbed in family members like the last couple generations, and I'll do it again. But we gotta find someone that looks mildly like our family, mildly.
Literally anyone.
Career day at the law firm, but it's just that guy going to find someone that looks mildly like him to take under his wing to raise to be Lestat's freaking lawyer.
Oh my god.
So he realizes that he was trying to prove himself, and he's like, I can never be a part of them again. Yeah, what the fuck?
You don't say. Are you sure?
Yeah, literally.
Do you wanna try? Like, Lestat.
Honestly,
Lestat, please. Lestat, please.
literally. Then Nikki starts drinking again. He's absolutely falling apart.
Yeah.
Roger says Nikki is saying that Lestat possesses unusual powers and he's a sorcerer, which, like, you're getting close, actually.
Not completely out of left field, no.
No, no. With all the shit he saw, yeah,
Yeah, you're
yeah,
getting warmer. But,
definitely.
like, it sucks because it's like, which one is more believable? Vampire or sorcerer? Because one
Mhm,
sounds much weirder and sillier than the other, right?
mhm,
Vampire is, like, nonsense, and sorcerer is, like, a witch, maybe? Right? But I'm like, imagine someone walking up to you, like, right now and telling you someone is a sorcerer.
I'd
Like, as
I'd
much
be
as
like,
I'd want
"Okay."
to believe it, right? Like, I'd really
Mhm,
wanna believe them. I'd really want to, because that's awesome, and I'd love to believe that there were sorcerers in this world, but also I'd be like, "Sure, let's
yeah,
find out who you belong to.
yeah,
Do you have a
literally.
guardian? Is there someone who's watching you right now?" Because I feel like if you're on your own and you think that there are sorcerers, that you might walk into the street, and I need to make
Mhm,
sure that you're not going to do that, right? Like, this
mhm,
might be an issue that you're having. But, like, this man is, like, fully out here in the street, like, he is a sorcerer. I saw him conjure bullets. He was in the road, like, he was
mhm,
in the road between life and death, and he was fine. This old man died, he was covered in blood, he was a ghoul. Like, I feel like the equivalent is like Charlie from Always Sunny in Philadelphia talking about ghouls. That's the energy that I
mhm,
feel like people are receiving Nikki with right now. And I'm, like, looking at Lestat, like, how does a vampire get over the the highly likely chance that if you return to your family that you'll make them crazy? Because that's,
mhm,
like, also, like, a low-key question in Interview with the Vampire as well, because of Louis' sister. But, like, what does that look like? Because, like, he loves Nikki, and Nikki is gonna lose his mind over this, hands down. There's no way he couldn't,
yeah,
especially without, like, a real breakup. They never had a
yeah,
real breakup, right? It was just one day he was there, the next he wasn't. He thought something bad happened to him. So, like, he just thought his boyfriend was eaten, right? Like,
yeah. The hard part too is then you have to like have the conversation of like, do you turn all the members of your family? Do you
Right.
pick and choose your family? Do you never tell them and drop off the face of the earth?
Mhm. Yep.
My standing thing is I'll always ask, who wants to be a vampire?
No
Like,
non-consensual vampirism.
no.
Agree.
You have to at least ask your friends, like the good
Agree.
ones.
Yeah. You should never assume. That's not nice.
Everybody else, I'm just gonna tell them that I did a lot of good skincare. If you see me still looking hot like this in my 50s, and I say it's skincare, we all know
It's
what
my
happened.
regimen, okay?
Yep.
It's my regimen. Don't,
hmm
you know.
Sunblock every day. I know you haven't seen me enter the sun and be outside in any time before 9 p.m. in the last 40 years.
Oh my
Um,
god.
I'm very concerned about my skin.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just a
Ugh.
bit of a night owl. I don't know.
I mean, that would be my excuse
hmm
that I'm a night owl. Easy.
Easy. I'm now thinking about the intro to vampirism where they're like 911 operators and then they eat everybody that goes on like the 911 calls. But like they don't have enough money to have riches. So they're like
Yeah.
still early vampire days, like scraping by.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I feel like there's a show called Wellington Paranormal that uh it's different because the people are just regular people dealing with supernatural, like they're regular police officers from
hmm
New Zealand dealing with like supernatural occurrences.
hmm
But it's really funny. It's a really great show if you like situations that are silly like that.
hmm
It's like What We Do in the Shallows, but inverted, where it's like humans dealing with the supernatural rather than supernatural creatures dealing with humans. And I feel like that would be that scenario that you just described would be perfect for that show. Of
Uh,
like vampires who like a person who's like secretly a vampire, like being the 911 router.
mhm.
Somebody will be right there. It sounds like he's probably got like seconds to live. I'm just gonna take this one. No one can help him. Right? Like it's okay. He'll still get sweet deliverance. It'll be fine.
I'm just also imagining like there's a murderer in my house and the vampire's like, thank God I haven't eaten in 3 weeks.
Oh
Oh
no.
no, where's your
Hopefully
address?
someone else will get this in time. Someone else? Please. Someone's in my house. Yes. In 5 minutes, 2 people will be in your house. Click. Like, uh,
There's just a
ab-
dead body, and the guy like creeps out of his thing. It's called 911 again because now there's a dead body after they just called 911.
hey, so
The vampire's like, sorry, I had to take my lunch break really quick.
oh man.
Oh, you finally gave up intermittent fasting. Yeah, yeah, just I felt like I was slimming down too much. I think you know, so I don't know. We'll see what tomorrow brings. So Nikki's pissed that because Lestat's a sorcerer, he hasn't shared his discoveries, which is the funniest way to be like kind of upset about something, personally,
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah.
And then Lestat's like, yeah, get them the fuck out of Paris. I don't know. Get them out.
Send them somewhere.
Yeah, literally. He's like, anywhere else, everybody, all of them need to go.
Uh,
And then he tells Roger to tell Nikki specifically to go to Italy. He's like, Nikki's gonna love Italy. Tell him to get my mom, and the two of them can go to Italy, and it'll be great.
they
Okay,
have a
like, just
great time together.
yeah.
See, but the reality is he went, my husband knows too much about my secret life. I don't want to get divorced because I really do love him. He's very important to me. So I think what I'm going to do instead is send him on an eternal vacation to the south of France with my mother.
Mhm.
And oh, Italy's better. Okay, send them to the coastal region of Italy where they can lounge around and drink limoncello and just enjoy their lives. And I'll probably come visit eventually, on a day when I hate myself the most. But until that day comes, they can just live out their life in peace and harmony. Yeah. Well, I fixed it. Like literally in her monologue of Lestat. Like how many movies are about this? How many
Mhm.
how many like gay soap operas are like, so my wife and my mom are really close and I've got this new girl that I'm dating. So I'm just going to like, I don't know, just package them all up and they'll have a really nice time. Like,
The way that this would work on me right now, though, like,
right?
I
Can you take
mean,
care of my aging mother who loves being silent and reading books? Yes.
yes.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
To live for free in an Italian villa? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. You're gonna send me to Bali and the Maldives?
You don't
Yeah.
have to sell me on it, dude. Don't
No, I'm
sell me
already
on it.
in.
Listen,
My bag's fucking packed.
I'm sorry, you said she's going to die soon? No matter what I do? Okay, so I literally cannot fuck this up is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes. Do I
Alright.
get to stay in Italy after she's dead? Oh, the house is mine. I can play my instrument as long and as loud as I want to, and I can just, like, have adorable men over? Alright, well,
Yeah.
you've really made this hard for me.
Yeah. Oh,
Are you
no.
are you kidding? Don't threaten me, sir. I'm just but a delicate lad. Like,
Literally. I'm
please.
in. I'm
Oh my
sold.
goodness. All of the women have sun-kissed skin? Yes. Like, what the
100%.
fuck? Oh my god. And Nikki's like, "I won't go. I shall not go." Like, I bet he gets it and is just like, "That son of a bitch. You can't buy my silence." Like, the two of them have such a fucking antagonistic relationship
Mhm.
despite spending absolutely no time together for the past, like, 3 chapters.
Mhm.
Like, no time at all, and they hate each other, but also are
Yeah.
deeply in love, and that's very gay.
Yep.
That's very
Obsessed.
gay to super hate your
Obsessed.
boyfriend, but also be obsessed and in love with him.
Yep. Yep. And I love the idea that Nikki's like, that son of a fucking bitch is not sending me to fucking Italy. He knows I would fucking love it, that asshole. Like,
That piece of shit. I bet he fucking got the second best fucking violin teacher, didn't he? Son of a bitch. What do you mean the man who made the original Pinocchio is now a luthier and made me this violin? Fuck you, okay?
Mozart himself is waiting in that goddamn villa. Are you fucking joking?
I fucking can't stand you right now. I just want you to know you're a fucking piece of shit. Thank you, but also fuck you, all right?
Yeah. Obsessed.
Such a baller way to, like, just absolutely destroy someone's heart. Like,
Mhm.
have all of the cake you can have, just not my
Mhm.
slice. Like, damn Lestat.
Yep.
Damn Lestat. Ugh.
Yeah. The whole theater troupe is like, okay, no problem. They go to England immediately.
Well, there he can be Lestat, and everyone will be nice to him. And speak to him in a fancy accent. I don't understand why we don't get, like, a whole season of that. I feel like that would be the first place I would go if I were him. I wouldn't even fucked around in Paris. I would have been like, Too many people know me here. I need to go somewhere
Yeah.
else. This is a little island off to the side. Fuck it. I'm going there." Like, I would have ditched France forever ago if I were him.
Like, I love the town I live in. I really do. However, if I crashed out and became a vampire, I think I'd leave for at least 10 years.
Come on. You
Like,
have plenty of time, you know? Like,
I'd at least go to like Miami for a second. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
stop in Miami, realize I don't fuck with Miami very much. There's too many nightclubs and partying. And then I'd probably end up in like Costa Rica for a little minute.
Yeah.
Somewhere that I can like have like a little like villa on sand. And
Mhm.
I can walk out onto the beach at night and nobody's really out on the beach. Waves crashing and it's just me and Moon staring off into what would one day be a sunset, but I can never see it again.
Yep.
Reading a book, you know?
Done. Perfect. Fin.
Yep. 10
Yes.
years of that at least. And then I can come back when people are like assuming that I would look very different. And then they like vaguely see me and they're like, are you like Rachel's kid or something?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I am. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah.
The stopmother's mother's in Paris. She's dying, which is she's been dying the whole book. And she's like, this is my last trip. So please come see me. And then Roger's like fucking pissed because it's like the sun's about to rise. Lestat made that his last like stop of the night. And he's like, your mom is literally like in town waiting for you. And so it's like, I literally cannot go tonight. I cannot go. Like, don't let her die. I'll be there in the morning.
Dude. But he won't be there in the
Or
morning
I mean, he'll
also.
be there tomorrow night. And like
Yeah.
Roger's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, actually?
He's like, "Do I pay you to think? I don't think I
Yeah.
do, Roger. Okay?
Yeah.
So go home and fucking tell my mom I'll be there tomorrow. And don't let her die. I don't care what you have to do. Oh, you need a vampire? Okay, good. Well, fuck you." Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like So, like, in his face, like, I literally cannot come tonight. I'm like, this feels like Regina George.
Mhm.
It feels like Regina George is actually Lestat, and that's who's having this meltdown right now. Like,
Mhm.
I cannot. I cannot go. Literally. Like, and
100%.
this poor confused man is just like, I
That's
don't
your mom? Like, what the
she's
fuck?
dying. What? I don't why are you yelling at me? Like,
Yeah. But she's
poor
also been
Roisin.
dying since he's been, like, a little kid at this
Yo,
point.
for forever. For thousands of years, she's been dying.
I'd be
Like,
honestly
he was a
pissed.
baby. He was like a wee ancient the little baby, like a little 18-year-old baby-faced 17-year-old boy, and she was like,
Mhm.
"So I'm dying. I don't have long." And it's been, like, 12 winters, and she's like, "I'm dying. I
Yeah.
don't have long." I did, however, make my entire way over here from the
Mhm.
countryside, though. I was well enough to do that,
Yep.
but also I'm dying.
Yeah. Oh god, I can't imagine, like, having Roger be, like, having to go back inside and be like, "Hey, can you, like, not die for 24 hours? Your son can't be
Please.
here tonight." Like, this mom's gotta be like, "What the fuck is so important? I'm literally traveled all the way here on my deathbed, but okay." But that is all we have for this episode. Candace, where can the people of the internet find you and all your stuff?
You can find me at the Candace Marie on Blue Sky and at Candace Magnificent everywhere else. If you want to hear more of my work, please check out the podcasts Three Black Halflings, Bloom and Blight, Partial Veil, Frequencies by Patchwork Productions, and more. Right now, I have a lot of things going live for this month for Juneteenth. I'll also have 2 charity streams coming up next month on Chaotic Wholesome. So if you are interested, please check those out. We're going to be raising money for good causes.
And then again, we'll see you here in 2 weeks with another episode. Bye, everybody.
Bye!